Poison. Joe. Poison.
Hey there, welcome back. Today we're diving into the iconic fragrances of the 1980s, scents that defined style, identity, and unforgettable moments. Number 1. Giorgio Beverly Hills. Now, if you stepped into any mall in the 1980s, chances are you got hit with a waft of Giorgio Beverly Hills. Man, you could smell it from across the food court. It was floral, powerful, bold, and seemed tailor-made for those who craved attention. Its distinctive yellow and white striped box was unmistakable. 2. Drakkar Noir by Guy Laroche, 1982. Speaking of bold, let's talk about Drakkar Noir. Every guy I knew, myself included, rocked this stuff. You'd splash a little too much on your denim jacket collar, walk into school feeling like you owned the place. It was fresh, woody, a little spicy, and the ladies loved it. At least, we thought so. Drakkar Noir wasn't just a fragrance. It was bottled teenage confidence. It was the go-to scent for big nights out, first dates, and trying to make an impression. 3rd. Obsession by Calvin Klein, 1985.
There are many loves, but only one obsession. Calvin Klein's obsession.
Who remembers the ads for Obsession? Intense, mysterious, a bit provocative, just like the scent itself. Obsession had these rich layers of amber, spice, musk, and vanilla. It was intoxicating and addictive. Pretty much the perfect name for a perfume that defined an entire generation's idea of passion. It was the kind of scent that clung to car seat belts and jackets, a constant presence. Even now, one whiff can bring back summer nights cruising through town, windows down, with the sounds of 80s ballads filling the air. 4. Poison by Dior, 1985. Ah, Poison. Even the name suggested something dangerous, alluring, and irresistible, and boy, did it live up to the hype. With hints of plum, wild berries, spices, amber, and an intense sweetness, Poison was unapologetically bold. My buddy's sister wore this one, and she always looked impossibly cool. Poison was her signature, and frankly, she terrified us in the best possible way. 5. Eternity by Calvin Klein, 1988. This was the fragrance of romance, commitment, and love that seemed eternal, or at least promised it. Eternity was soft and floral, balanced with a fresh crispness. It felt sophisticated but still approachable. Eternity became a classic symbol of romance in the late 80s. It was the kind of fragrance often gifted on special occasions, carrying the optimism and innocence of young love. 6. Exclamation by Coty, 1988.
Make a statement without saying a word.
Exclamation was affordable, playful, and accessible. The perfume of choice for nearly every teenage girl in my high school. The black and white packaging, shaped like an actual exclamation mark, was impossible to miss. The scent was youthful, sweet, and fruity, with just enough musk to keep it intriguing. If you walked past the cheerleaders after practice, this scent practically tackled you. Fun, bubbly, and instantly nostalgic. Hearing the jingle, "Make a statement without saying a word," still makes me smile. 7. Cool Water by Davidoff, 1988. Cool Water represented freshness in a bottle. It was oceanic, clean, and smooth, the fragrance every guy wanted to wear after gym class to impress someone special. This scent was practically synonymous with youth, adventure, and freedom. Even today, the cool blast of peppermint and lavender brings back memories of late-night beach bonfires and the endless optimism of youth. White Diamonds by Elizabeth Taylor, 1989. Let's talk glamorous. Elizabeth Taylor, Hollywood royalty, bottled elegance itself in white diamonds. Luxurious and classy with gardenia, jasmine, and amber. This was the fragrance women wore when they wanted to feel sophisticated. White Diamonds was a fragrance reserved for special occasions, a final touch before an elegant evening out. A gentle spritz before heading to a dinner party, it carried the essence of sophistication. Even today, one whiff evokes memories of laughter, cocktail dresses, and gold jewelry catching the light. Polo by Ralph Lauren, introduced in '78, but iconic in the '80s. Polo green wasn't new in the '80s, but boy did it dominate. That deep green bottle with the golden polo player was inescapable. Rich, earthy, and distinctly masculine, it was every dad's favorite scent, and every son's first borrowed fragrance. I borrowed Dad's bottle for prom night, standing in front of the mirror, nervously adjusting my bow tie. One spritz of Polo and I felt instantly older, sophisticated, even invincible. Lagerfeld Classic by Karl Lagerfeld, 1980s popularity. Warm, inviting, and richly spicy. Lagerfeld Classic was a scent that evoked confidence. The combination of tobacco, amber, cinnamon, and subtle floral notes created a sophisticated and classy aura. Lagerfeld had a signature presence, warm, spicy, and undeniably stylish. It was the kind of scent worn with confidence, often paired with a leather jacket slung over one shoulder and sunglasses casually tucked into a shirt pocket. It carried an air of effortless cool, making a lasting impression wherever it went. Take a quick pause and click on this awesome button called subscribe so we can stay connected. It will also encourage me to share many more '80s treasures like the one you're watching right now. Thanks. And hey, if you're on Facebook, join me there too. It's a great place to share your stories, meet other nostalgia lovers, and keep the conversation going. See you there. Electric Youth by Debbie Gibson, 1989. Ah yes, Electric Youth. Who didn't have a crush on Debbie Gibson back then? She released her very own perfume, capturing her bubbly personality in a bright pink bottle. The fragrance was fruity, youthful, and vibrant, perfect for teenage girls. By 1989, Electric Youth was practically a party essential. Every celebration seemed to have at least a few bottles gifted. At school dances, the air was thick with its unmistakable sweetness, blending with the sound of Debbie Gibson's latest hits playing in the background. Fahrenheit by Dior, 1988. Fahrenheit was unlike anything else on the market. Bold, leathery, slightly smoky, and captivating, it stood out from the crowd with a mysterious edge. The iconic red-orange ombre bottle was equally unforgettable. Spraying Fahrenheit felt like stepping into a world of rebellion and ambition. It had that unmistakable edge, like you were ready to take on anything, whether it was a big night out or just chasing a dream. Bijan for men. Bijan was opulent, luxurious, and notably expensive. The cologne for those who wanted to flaunt a bit of wealth. It was rich with lavender, musk, and oak moss. Bijan was a scent that announced itself before you even saw the person wearing it. Bold yet refined. A true status symbol of 1980s luxury. Jovan Musk, popular throughout the '80s. Jovan Musk was simple, affordable, and incredibly popular. It blended soft musk with subtle florals, and everyone, literally everyone, had it. It was unpretentious, youthful, and welcoming. My first girlfriend wore Jovan Musk. One whiff of this soft, warm scent today transports me instantly to roller rinks, mixtapes, and first kisses. Opium by Yves Saint Laurent, 1977, but huge in the '80s. Opium wasn't just a perfume, it was a scandal. Even the name caused controversy. Some called it exotic, others said it glorified drug use. Either way, it became one of the most iconic scents of the decade. Rich, spicy, and full of mystery, Opium had cloves, rose, sandalwood, and myrrh. It was the kind of scent that made you feel powerful just by wearing it. Beautiful by Estee Lauder, 1985. Not every '80s fragrance was over the top. Beautiful by Estee Lauder was all about romance and elegance. Unlike the bold, in-your-face perfumes of the decade, Beautiful was soft, floral, and had a sweetness to it. It smelled like weddings, lace dresses, and candlelit dinners. Brut, 1960s. Origins but an 80s icon. If your dad or grandpa had one cologne in the bathroom, it was probably Brut. Brut was the scent of classic masculinity. It was strong, spicy, and let's be honest, a little overpowering. But in the 80s, that was exactly the point. The ads told us that Joe Namath used Brut, and if Broadway Joe wore it, you knew it had to be good. It was that classic barbershop smell that just stuck around forever. And there you have it, the fragrances that made the 1980s unforgettable. Each scent holds a story, a memory, a snapshot of our lives. So tell me, did your favorite make the list? What fragrance instantly takes you back to the 80s? Drop a comment below and let's share some nostalgic vibes. Thanks for reminiscing with me, and until next time, stay nostalgic.